How long would you say you've been in it, or what do you consider being in it?
We've been in the barbecue business since before Moses wore shoes.
That's a long time.
But by that I mean 2 years. And you're not thinking of the same Moses I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Talking about Moses who lives down the street at Oak Cliff.
He's in the roofing business. He and his brother. Better grip.
There you go. And real quick, I just want to make sure I get you intros. Tell me who you are and what you do.
My name is Tim McLaughlin. I'm a co-owner of Lockhart Smokehouse, operating partner.
Director of Operations.
Director of Operations.
Human Resource Department.
Human Resources Director.
Payroll Director. And I'm Will Fleischman. I'm none of those things. I'm the monkey boy that cooks the food.
Head dishwasher.
Sometimes dishwasher.
Pitmaster.
I know how to use a broom.
Soda stocker.
Stocking sodas.
Drops wood on the floor a lot.
Or in the middle of the street. Potato chip eater.
What do you guys like most about working, if you want to call it working, in Lockhart?
Actually, what we call working here is something of a criminal activity. The fact that I get a paycheck to hang out and do this stuff on a regular basis that most people do for relaxation seems like I'm getting away with something. No arrests for that yet, but we won't go into the others.
My favorite part about working here is, honestly, we have an amazing following here at the restaurant. I mean, we have, just to see people come in here and love this place 2, 3, 4 times a week is enjoyment enough for me. My real favorite part about working here is counting the money, to be honest with you. That's my favorite part, I'll be honest.
Chips.
Yeah, and the free chips and free soda, and counting the money.
But tell me real quick the history of Christ, how it got its name.
Kreitz Market started about 112 years ago. It's a 112-year-old restaurant. It originated in Lockhart, Texas, in Central Texas. It started out as a butcher shop, and eventually they started smoking meats. They were serving things like pastrami and smoked briskets, and it morphed into this barbecue restaurant. But they just kept the service style the same. So you see behind us we have the butcher counter. And they kept the service style the same, meaning we still serve everything on butcher paper. It's very old school, Central Texas style barbecue. We serve everything up a la carte, meaning we cut it for you right there at the counter, weigh it for you. It's just kind of like a hot butcher shop. Serve it up, hot meat, weigh for you on the scale, and you buy it just like that.
That's hot.
It's hot.
Will, do you put some of your best craftsmanship into the meat, or are you just kind of here cooking?
Yeah, I have a devil-may-care attitude about most everything, and when it comes to doing anything he asks me to do, I'm careless, irresponsible, and generally a juvenile delinquent. To say that I have a passion for barbecue would be fair. However, Tim's not here most of the time, so I just delegate that to everybody else.
So, again, I know you guys are not really in competition with other barbecue places, but what would you say kind of makes Lockhart stand above everybody else?
Well, first of all, personality. Back to the ruggedly handsome good looks.
Yeah.
With these steely blue eyes again.
Yeah, I mean, you can't put this on paper, you know.
I have mirrors in my house. I know what I'm looking at. What we do here isn't anything special when it comes to Central Texas style barbecue, but most Dallasites aren't from or in Dallas themselves. They're from somewhere else. They're Californians, they're Floridians, or they're a bunch of Yankees. They come in here and they don't understand what it is we're doing. They can't figure it out. So what we do is educate them to the old school style, again, 110 plus years old of Central Texas style barbecue. It's pretty straightforward depending how stupid the person is. But our style of service is unique, and our particular brand of barbecue hopefully is memorable as a person walks away. Of course, we care about our customers and their enjoyment of the experience, but we're also not afraid to throw somebody out who's too stupid to figure it.
You want to add anything to that?
What he said.
You did great.
Okay.
He's got away with words.
What's some of you guys' specialties? Have you had any recognition for some of your specialties?
The other day on Facebook, someone gave us, hey, that was a great lunch. And I think there was the Google review.
They didn't like the tea.
Tea.
We didn't have sweet tea. We got 4.5 out of 5 stars on a Google review.
Once in
That
the
was
last
awesome.
6 months. Yeah,
That was awesome.
For us, that made our day. In fact, actually, we went out and had a special dinner at Whataburger that night, didn't
Yeah,
we? Because,
we did.
And we like to celebrate.
We got a
go
what
over
a
the
chicken.
top.
We got a what a chicken.
I'm more of a chicken finger guy myself. And the awards that come in like that, the recognitions that we get from the social media public really, really mean a lot to us. The fact that someone who can go online and post an anonymous review and grow brass balls and share that they really enjoyed the ribs but didn't care for the pickled red onions, those are very meaningful things to us.
And what about the deviled eggs? Those are pretty good, right?
I've never actually eaten the deviled eggs. People seem to like them. Again, back to the interwebs.
We have some deviled eggs here that have chopped brisket in them. We put them back in the smoker. You pick up a little extra smoke on them. We have some interesting sides here. We're always trying to keep things fresh and different. We source out some local produce, things like that. Will's got a local produce purveyor. He gets watermelon and whatnots from. Always have different, we have a basic 13 item menu that kind of gets expanded into God knows what almost every single day. We have different things like lobster, snapper, sometimes whole hogs. We have all sorts of different things going all the time.
Basically, I'm sneaking all this stuff in through the back door because, again, Tim's not around too much.
We're doing cooking classes here. We're doing tasting dinners here. We keep it fresh. We keep it exciting. But at the same time,
like our sodas. Those
we
are
have
exciting.
They are exciting. Cherry limeade. Cherry limeade, that's exciting.
Exciting soda.
At the same time, we do have a heart and soul of a very simple, straightforward barbecue restaurant.
We're proud to be old school barbecue joint, and when people come in and expect valet parking or proper utensils, as they say, we're happy to frown at them and tell them they're from Cleveland.
Yeah. We're not mink coats and high heels. We're t-shirts and flip-flops. That's how we roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing that struck me different is you have no sauce and no utensils.
Well, we do make a sauce every single morning, about 4.5 gallons. But the sauce is one of the things that makes us a sellout to the traditions of Central Texas barbecue. But we've been able to flip-flop that and turn it back on the public that uses it and use it as a signifier. Every person who has sauce on their table, we're able to make endless amounts of fun of them because obviously they just don't get barbecue.
Tell me about some of the things on the wall. Is there some recognition you got there? Or?
A bunch of stuff people sent in big envelopes to us in the mail.
Yeah.
And Art Project put them in frames.
Yeah, they're on some frames. It seems important, I guess. I don't know.
There's pictures.
Yeah, some awards, I suppose.
Nice words.
Yeah.
A few nice words like good stuff.
In the restaurant industry, you got 4 walls you gotta concern yourself with, and anything that happens outside of those really isn't that important, so.
It's nice that people bother to put stamps on stuff and send it to us.
It's nice. We appreciate it.
It's like getting a birthday card from Grandma. Congratulations, my 8-year-old. Here's a stick of juicy fruit.
Yeah.
You got a cool skull.
Once again, I know that you do work harder than Tim, but tell me some things that kind of get on your nerves about Tim.
No, as far as me working hard, period, that's already an exaggeration. But harder than Tim, that's not an exaggeration. I keep this backside round by standing up a lot, which gives the appearance of me actually doing something. And I don't really launder my clothes that frequently, so they keep that dirt on it as if I was doing something that day. I've learned the fine art of delegation. Now if I could just train my delegates to actually be decent at what it is they're doing. I probably shouldn't say that, should I?
And then Tim, what does you about him?
I mean, nothing really, Will doesn't aggravate me all that much. I mean, I appreciate Will. I pride myself on having the whitest apron in barbecue. And that's thanks to Will's sweat and tears.
Blood. Sounds like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Does it make you nervous when he's running around with a meat cleaver and all?
Not that nervous, no. He's nicer than he looks. He's
friendly.
just as creepy as he looks, though.
Creepy, but friendly. Friendly creepy.
Come on by, though. Don't worry about it.
Hey, come on.
What's some of the nice things, Will, you've heard people yell at you while you're preparing the
some of the nicest things I've heard
Mark the
people.
hottest, maybe weirdest thing. I don't know.
What's cheddar cheese? What's cheddar? I have a following of what I'm going to call low and heavy women with low self-esteem who come in quite regularly to see me. I like to keep company with the classiest of the classy.
Is there anything special, Tim, that you have in your past you want to share?
Oh, there's quite a few special.
Remember
that time with the sushi rolls and those couple of Chinese hookers?
On that note, maybe there's something you want to share. I don't know.
Now I'll be happy to talk about it.
I've been in the restaurant industry as a fine dining chef for about 15 years prior to being in the barbecue industry, and got into this about two and a half years ago. Will very much runs the kitchen at this restaurant. I'm
Into the ground.
Yeah. And Will very much is the leader of this team. I'm his support system.
Love that about you. You're my supporter. You're the jockstrap of an owner that signs the paycheck. As the leader of this team, it reminds me of the Groucho Marx quote, I wouldn't want to be a member of any club that would have me as a member. Right?